People frequently imagine the wives of billionaires as pampered supermodels who spend their days going back and forth between the hairdressers and the next party, but this is not the case. There are nearly 3,000 billionaires in charge of running some of the largest and most influential companies in existence. While that number may seem like a lot, it pales compared to well over 7 billion people who currently inhabit this planet. Hey! Welcome back to our channel. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Now, let's jump right into it. Number 5. Lucinda Southworth. Have you ever been curious about the lady behind the success of this well-known computer genius, Larry Page? She is the creator of Google and one of its co-founders. Born in the United States in 1979, Lucinda Southworth completed her undergraduate degree in Pennsylvania. After graduation, she chose to continue her education at the University of Oxford, where she earned an MSc degree focusing on the study and data analysis of eukaryotic organisms. She recently completed her doctorate in biomedical informatics at Stanford University, where she is currently a research associate. Her father, Dr. Van Roy Southworth, received his doctorate from Stanford University and went on to work for the World Bank after that. Southworth is the product of a long series of well-educated and kind persons, while her mother, Dr. Kathy McLean, is an educational psychologist who has founded 2 non-governmental organizations. The leading association for children in the Republic of Georgia was the Stepping Stone International Organization in the United States, which is dedicated to helping mentally and physically disabled children. She has become best known in the past decade for being the wife of Larry Page, the co-founder and former CEO of Google and current CEO of Facebook. Number 4. Astrid Minks. Despite living with his long-standing partner, Astrid Minks, the Oracle of Omaha Warren Buffett remained married to his first wife, Susan, until her death. During their courtship, Susan introduced her husband to Astrid Minks, who eventually became his partner. Buffett and Minks were married in 2006, and Buffett has been an investing guru for most of his life. The wife of Nebraska's wealthiest man, Warren Buffett, is not the person you might expect. She is not a socialite or a jet-setter. Astrid moved around a lot before landing the job where she met Warren and his former wife, Susan. Astrid worked as a waitress at the French Cafe Cocktail Bar in Omaha, Nebraska, when she met Warren and his ex-wife, Susan, specifically. Susie Buffett, Buffett's wife, performed at the French Cafe and was well liked by the people who worked there. Although Astrid is originally from Latvia, a small country on the Baltic Sea right between Lithuania and Estonia. If you're still unsure where this is, somewhere near Russia would be a reasonable answer for the geographically challenged. The country is known for its beaches and forests. Beautiful art, Novia architecture in the large city of Riga. It may surprise you to learn that Astrid and Warren still shop at thrift stores. Although they have a lot of money, money is not the cause of their pleasure. One of the characteristics they have in common is a certain amount of thriftiness rather than spending like there's no tomorrow. A McDonald's hamburger and a cherry cola are what Warren prefers to consume rather than dining in some opulent setting at every meal. The house in Omaha was only worth approximately $31,000 when he bought it, and they haven't moved since. This is one power couple that refuses to live as if the world is their oyster. Warren also said that, among her other hobbies, she intends to donate the bulk of his riches to charity once he goes away. It's hard to criticize a woman who loves animals and shops at Goodwill. So we can only assume that Astrid has a big heart and is far more concerned about the well-being of others than she is about being known as a wealthy wife. Astrid and her husband have contributed millions to the local zoo. She's also contributed to and helped organize charities that were aimed at helping the less fortunate. Number 3. Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates' day in life is not without its difficulties, although it is well planned. There are times when Melinda has shown such mastery of her job as one of the world's most influential benefactors that it may be easy to forget she didn't set out to achieve such worldwide recognition in the first place. In 1994, she married Bill Gates, the young CEO of Microsoft. She was raised in a middle-class family in Dallas and graduated at the top of her high school class. She went on to study computer science and economics at Duke University. She joined Microsoft as an associate product manager, where she met the company's enterprising young CEO, whom she married in 1994. Devoting herself to raising their 3 children, she avoided the spotlight until 2008, when she agreed to her first significant profile. By then, she had accepted life in the spotlight as half of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the world's largest private foundation. She is fully committed to the institution's mandate to improve the health of millions of people and lift those in need out of poverty. In recent years, she has made it her mission to improve women's welfare. Number 2. Priscilla Chan. She is married to Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook. She is a Harvard graduate and doctor who assisted Zuckerberg in setting up the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, which pledged to give 99% of their Facebook shares to charity in 2015, which has raised more than $1 billion. Chan is one of the most exciting young leaders in the world. And it's not just because she's married to Mark Zuckerberg. She's also a psychiatrist who's also become a campaigner for social justice. Prisma decided in 2016 to open a tuition-free private school for children between the ages of 18 months and 7 years old. All students' families earn less than 65% of the median family income in San Mateo County. Therefore, all students receive a high-quality educational experience. She intends to establish a second facility in Hayward, California, by the end of 2021, which will be her 3rd overall. Priscilla graduated from the University of California, San Francisco in 2008 with a degree in pediatrics. Many of her former co-workers have praised her for her attentiveness and ability to remain calm even in most stressful situations. Helping people does not stop for Priscilla outside of the hospital. In July 2019, she founded Rare as One, which funds research on rare diseases. Priscilla shared her thoughts on Good Morning America. Priscilla's work is complex and heartbreaking, and while many of us are addicted to our phones, she has learned to unplug and unwind without technology. Her husband, Mark, built her a sleep box to take a break from constantly checking her phone. While many people think Priscilla's life is glamorous, her father was a Vietnamese refugee who fled to the United States. Priscilla married Zuckerberg in 2012 despite living in China for a while and functioning as a translator to her grandparents when she was younger since they only knew Cantonese. Number 1. Mackenzie Bezos. Mackenzie Bezos was married to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos from 1993 to 2019, before separating in January. When they separated, they reached a $35 billion divorce settlement, making Mackenzie the 3rd richest woman in the world. Since then, she has been working to donate the majority of her wealth, most recently donating over $4 billion to 384 organizations, making her the 3rd richest woman in the world. Mackenzie was raised in San Francisco, and according to Vogue, she was a timid youngster who would frequently hide away in her room and write complex tales. According to her Amazon author bio, she wrote her first book, The Bookworm, when she was 6 years old. The handwritten 142-page novel was later lost in flood. After high school, Mackenzie attended Hotchkiss before transferring to Princeton to study fiction with Pulitzer Prize-winning author Toni Morrison. While in college, Kenzie worked as a dishwasher, waitress, clothing salesperson, restaurant hostess, library monitor, and research assistant to Toni Morrison. She recently married a science teacher identified as Dan Jewett, 2 years after divorcing her billionaire husband, the father of her 4 children, and splitting from her billionaire husband. So, what would you do if you had the kind of wealth that these ladies have? Please let us know in the comment section below if you liked the video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notification alerts.